This is how we're going to nourish our bodies pre and post.
Pre and post. Dr. Claytor here with Kellie Hemmerly from Suburban Soapbox, who is here to help us share with all of our patients the incredible importance of food. It is true, food is medicine. This is so important, and I'm so grateful for you to help me with this, because so many patients come to me and they're like, what can I do to improve my wound healing? I want to get over my swelling faster. I want to get back to myself faster. I want to heal without any infections. And I say, okay, the importance of having a really balanced blood sugar and not having spikes of blood sugar in that recovery period, because it is, everybody knows about diabetics are poor wound healers, and that's really poor glycemic control.
Right.
So what we're going to work on today with all these recipes that you have put together for us is really balanced, high nutritious, and high protein.
Yes.
And minimizing glucose spikes.
Exactly.
It's not that our goal is only food that tastes good, but food that's nutritious.
Yes, but it still has to taste good.
But it doesn't. And that's why Kellie's here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to put together 4 meals.
Yes.
And these are the kinds of things that you could prepare ahead of time and have ready in the fridge.
Yes.
So that you can just pull them right out. And we're focusing in this early segment on food that is easy on the masseter muscles, meaning
Yes.
there's not a lot of chewing.
Right.
It's soups and soft.
Yes. Everything is either pureed or smooth. It's still going to be nourishing and filling and hearty, so you don't feel hungry and you're satisfied, but you're still doing like great things for your nutrition.
And how long ahead of time can people be making these?
You can freeze the soups.
Yeah.
You can freeze them in their unpureed form for the first few days post. You can puree it, and it's very easy to consume. You can make it a month or 2 in advance. Remember, we're pureeing this,
Right.
but if somebody wants to make it just to have, they're going to want to do a small dice. So we're going to mince up the garlic. So to add additional protein, you can add white beans, and then you get extra protein and fiber. You can add cottage cheese when you're blending it. You can add protein powder. Bone broth is my go-to.
I think that many people, their go-to would be beef stock.
Yes.
Tell me the difference between beef stock and bone broth.
You're using bones in that bone broth, and they're usually roasted.
Do you break open the bones to get the marrow?
You don't have to.
It'll come out?
It just comes out naturally. And then you'll see between like a beef stock and a bone broth, when it's chilled,
Yeah.
you're gonna have more of that collagen in a bone broth than you would a beef stock. That is my secret weapon. My family doesn't even know that they're eating healthy food. So vegetable stock, you're not getting any protein.
And why is protein so important?
Protein is helping you build and maintain muscle. I've done a lot of research on this, and it also makes you feel full and helps you stay full.
Interesting.
It's great for healing.
Those are the building blocks that your body utilizes to put together the different proteins that you're going to use for wound healing, laying down that framework that you're then going to build up on, not just for your own natural, healthy day-to-day, but what we're working on here is wound healing.
Yeah, so the inflammation, you're getting a lot of help from your vegetables. We're adding vegetables to this. So what you would get in a vegetable stock alone, you're boosting it up a little bit with using the beef product or a chicken product. Let's make some soup.
Let's do it.
So you're gonna heat the olive oil, and we're just gonna heat it until it's like shimmering, and then you're gonna put this little knob of butter in.
Some people say butter is not good for you. How do we reconcile what some people might say about butter with what you're finding in your cooking expertise?
Okay, so butter is real food. I just always go with the real food.
Yep.
So butter is real, it's dairy. It's not manufactured in a factory. Margarine is oil. They've done many things to it to make it solid. Fat-free, low-fat butter is also modified.
Right.
So you just go with the real thing. So you're going to add the celery and the carrots. Try not to add the garlic yet. And you're just going to cook that until it starts to soften. All right, so when you get to this point, we're going to add the garlic.
Now, why do you separate them?
Because that's a root vegetable. They take much longer to cook, so you don't want the garlic to burn. Burned garlic will ruin your entire dish. And then you're gonna add tomato paste, about a tablespoon, measure with your heart. Dried thyme is about half a tablespoon. And then we have onion powder. I love onion powder because it amplifies the flavor. And then we're also gonna add garlic powder. And some people don't like onion powder and garlic powder. They say it's processed. It is still onions, it is still garlic.
Right.
It's dehydrated, it's pulverized, really amps up that flavor without having to buy too many more ingredients.
Yeah.
And then I like to add cumin. So it kind of gives it a little Tex-Mex flavor, even though this is more a French or Italian dish. If you don't like cumin, you can totally skip it. It's still gonna be phenomenal. And then we're gonna add diced tomatoes. So this is your base.
Okay.
And I like to buy fire roasted because they're a little sweeter, a little smokier, and you don't really have to add a ton more ingredients to get that flavor.
How often do you want to be mixing this, or is this something you can stop and go do something else?
Oh, for sure. You can turn it down to low, you can go do something else. So at this point, you're going to add your beef stock, your bone broth, whatever you want. And then you're gonna add a cup of lentils. So I personally like green lentils, but you can use red. You can use whatever you want. They're gonna cook about the same amount of time. This is a softer soup, so this is a good transition soup. So we're going to puree it for immediate post. But this is also great if you only puree like half of it to have for later.
Oh, so you can take this at this point and put it right in the freezer.
Oh, 100%, yes.
And then just let it sit for a month in the freezer.
In the freezer.
And then you pull it out and then warm it up.
Yes, you can warm it.
And then blend it.
Yes. Exactly. And this is great even like as is. So then you just season with salt and pepper to taste. You can add Worcestershire sauce. You can add coconut aminos. You can add other flavor boosters that you put in your soup normally. We love crushed red pepper flakes.
Why? What is it about that?
I just like the spice. It gives you a little subtle heat. Again, a measure with your heart situation. If people are making this with kids, then they might not want to put those in.
Maybe not as much.
Yeah.
Now, how long do the lentils need to be in here?
So it usually takes 30 to 40 minutes to cook so that they're nice and soft and tender.
So we're talking about lentils. Since this is lentil soup, this is the superpower food that is tremendous medicine. So let's go through it. First of all, where is it from?
It is from West Asia and the Mediterranean.
And what exactly is a lentil?
It is both a seed and a bean.
Which means it's a legume.
A legume.
A legume. Very little fat, 0.5 grams. Very little sodium, which is something that we're all trying to get away from, high sodium. Very little carbohydrates. Very low glycemic index. Which is fantastic for preventing those spikes in blood sugars. It has a tremendous amount of fiber. What about its antioxidant ability and its capacity?
It is a powerhouse antioxidant. So
powerhouse antioxidant.
Definitely want to have this in your diet.
So in terms of its fiber, it's got 7 grams of fiber. How important is fiber in digestive health?
Oh, it's hugely, hugely important. It just keeps things moving. It is nature's broom.
How about if patients are trying to watch their cholesterol?
Definitely add lentils to your diet. The fiber itself is helping you lower your cholesterol.
This is the wonder food that delivers powerful medicine from the stovetop.
We're going to blend up our soup, and I like to use an immersion blender. Stick it right in the pot and puree the whole thing. You can just do bursts to start, and then you'll see it's gonna start to get creamy. And so you just puree it to the desired consistency. So there you go, that's our lentil soup.
Lentil soup. Oh, it's delicious. And it's not overpowering, it's smooth. It's got a little bit of texture in it. It's got a nice body to it. That's fantastic. And so at this stage, we can put this straight into the freezer? Or do you need to let it sit to room temperature before you put it in the freezer?
I let it cool off a little bit in the transition to your containers and everything, because you want to use a freezer-safe container. You can do a freezer-safe bag, and then it'll lay flat and save space in your freezer. So I try to do it while it's warm.
Is there anything else that you can put on top of this to give it a finishing?
Yes, so you can do grated Parmesan cheese. You could do cotija cheese, which is like really, really salty. You could also use feta cheese. I love adding cheese, adding more protein in little increments, but cheese has phenomenal flavor boosting powers. You can take a Parmesan rind and put it in the pot before you puree it and just let it kind of mellow out in there and then take it out and then puree.
How long could you have this in the freezer?
I would do up to 3 months.
3 months.
You could do hot water in the pot and set it in there just until it's pliable enough to dump into
out.
the pot and then cook it that way. You can do the microwave.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer stovetop or mic? Yeah.
I use a microwave. I'm not knocking the microwave, but the food is better when you're cooking on the stovetop or in the oven. So if you can do it on the stovetop, do it on the stovetop.
All right. Well, here we go. Lentil soup.
Yes.
We're ready to heal.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.